Hi guys, how are you? It is Sunday. It's officially a week for me in voluntary social isolation. Is it voluntary? Everything's closed anyway. You can't go anywhere. We're just not supposed to. Anyway, I'm doing what I'm told because I want to, like, what do they call it? Flatten the curve. We're gonna do legs today. I don't know how you're feeling, but today, for some reason, this Sunday feels much quieter than all the other days of the week. Even though I have already talked to my mother, I've already talked to my friend Elena, texted with a couple other friends, it just seems extra quiet. I managed a grocery run this morning at 7 a.m. Very fortunate that the Sprouts 4 blocks from my apartment there are no lines, there's food, there's still no toilet paper products, but luckily, thankfully, I'm fine with that area. We have running water anyway, so not too worried about that issue anyway from the beginning. But anyway, this is one of the parts of my day that I look forward to. Just hanging out with you guys for a few minutes, coaching you through some exercise, giving you some options. There are tons of home workouts happening right now. I mean, what a gift is that? There's so much to choose from. There's no excuses to not get up and exercise. Okay, so let's do this 5 exercises today, all legs. We're gonna do a kettlebell deadlift to a racked squat. We are gonna do a racked kettlebell squat with a hold at the bottom. We are gonna do a reverse lunge to a single leg forward hip hinge, I'll call it. And then we're gonna do an elevated, front foot elevated split squat, and then just a regular single leg forward hip hinge, I do believe. I'm gonna show you all with and without weight, so let's get to it. Let's not dilly-dally, guys. Anyway, because it's been a quiet day, I feel like I'm moving even slower than I can move some days. All right. So I'm gonna go with a wide stance, guys, here for the first exercise. No weight to start. I'm gonna hinge my hips out and back. I'm gonna plant my hands on the floor. Okay, look towards the floor. Grip the floor with your feet, your toes and your heels, the whole bottom of your foot. I am going to stand up, bring my hands towards my chest, squat. Hinge it forward, bent knees, and squat. We'll do one more. Hinge it forward, stand up tall, squat. That's your first exercise without resistance. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna use both kettlebells. Well, if you have one here, let's do this. Kettlebells, I love them, but like, this is a sand bell. You can implement it like a dumbbell or a kettlebell, because you can hold one dumbbell, right? So let's do this variation. I just want to give you different variations, because we all have different exercise equipment in our house. It seems like everybody has some random dumbbells that have been hanging around for 15 years, or if you're as old as I am, at least that long, and a mat, you know, so get creative. All right, so same exercise, different external resistance here. Hinge it forward, pick it up, rack it, and squat. Hinge it forward, and squat. So that's if you have one dumbbell and you want that exercise to be a little harder. All right, come here. Not moving very fast, I've already said that, but mercy. I'm really not. Okay, 2 kettlebells. So this is only about 36 pounds of external resistance. These are only 8 kilograms. So pinch your shoulder blades together, engage those lats before you even pick up the weight. You're gonna pick it up, it's tall, biceps curl, rack it, squat. Back all the way to the floor, curl, rack, and squat. Okay? All right. The other one, now we're doing a racked kettlebell squat. I'm gonna keep my stance wide. You can just do body squats, guys. 3 variations here. Squat and squat, okay? You can do goblet hold, or just one dumbbell, goblet hold. Sit it down and back. Sit it down and back, okay? If you want the most challenging, I'm gonna rack these elbows pointed towards the floor, wide stance. Whew. Sit down and back, hold 1, 2, 3, and up tall. Sit down and back, 1, 2, 3, up tall, okay? That's 3 variations of your first exercise. Okay, let me see here. Reverse lunge to single leg deadlift. Dude, I forgot what I was doing. Does not surprise me today. All right, without external resistance, just body weight. You are going to find the balance between your big toe and your heel. So again, you're at home, be barefoot, use your whole foot. We don't use our feet in life. Somebody, who said this? Oh, I'm sure I saw it. I think it was Glennon Doyle on Instagram. I saw this post. She calls shoes foot coffins, and they are. And we need that sensory input from the ground up into our foot, right? It's good for us, and we work the muscles in the bottom of our feet. All right, so I'm gonna do a reverse lunge to single leg forward hip hinge, because I don't have enough room to, like, say, do walking lunges, but I get 2 movements here. Step it back. Stand up tall into hip extension, so this leg or toe does not go on the floor. It's my foot's still in the air. I'm gonna keep my hands close. Forward hip hinge. Try to maintain that balance. Forward hip hinge. Now listen, if you need to break it down, pause, put your toe down, that's fine, and hinge it forward, okay? All right, we're gonna do a goblet hold. I'm gonna tell you, keeping the weight here is actually really challenging instead of at your side. I might weeble wobble. Okay, reverse lunge, stand it tall, hinge it forward. It just changes your center of gravity a bit. And right there, okay. Or you can go hardest. I'm gonna switch feet. Reverse lunge, stand tall, forward hip hinge. Reverse lunge, stand tall, forward hip hinge. Okay, so you have variations there for that one exercise. It's how you can take something, keep it simple, and make it harder, okay? Oh, we're gonna elevate our front foot. So I have this sandbell. I guess if you guys have a pillow, you have a short step stool, that could work as well. Bring this back. I'm gonna put my foot up here. No shoe, so I don't mind doing this. The sandbell is filled with sand. I'm gonna do a split squat, so I'm gonna bring my foot back. So when I elevate my front foot and I hinge at my knee joints and my hip joints, I can go a little further. I still can't go as deep as I would like, but then there's more work in the booty here, right, guys? We get to go a little lower and go up. And so same thing. To make it harder, I'm gonna switch feet. You can do goblet hold. Whoopsie, weeble wobble. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Sometimes I fall down. Go all the way down and up. All the way down, up. If that's still too easy, because the heaviest I can go is less than 36 pounds in my house. Whoopsie. Down. When you come up, squeeze that back glute. We're not just working the front leg. If you squeeze that back tushy, it's gonna really help with balance, okay? Oh, I need these. Okay. So the last one, I'll give you 2 variations, and that's just gonna be with because of external resistance. Whew. My heart rate's waking up. Okay. We're gonna do forward hip hinge, and we're just gonna slow down the extension, and that just means when we stand up. Shoulder blades down and back. So you can have one dumbbell here. Hinge your hips out and back. Back is flat, slide bend your knee from here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stand it up. Hinge it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to switch it up. On this, the only difference is set yourself, making the resistance harder. Hinge it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow the extension. Hinge it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like not rushing through the movement because I really feel my booty fire a lot more. And when I do it slow, I really feel my hamstrings more as well. Okay guys, so let's talk repetitions. Your kettlebell deadlift to your racked kettlebell squat, I'm gonna say 10 to 20. It just depends on how hard you want it and how you're feeling. Let's always remember that. It's how you're feeling today in this moment. It does not always have to be hard. Quality, not quantity. Your racked kettlebell squat or goblet hold, or maybe just body weight squat, 10 to 20 repetitions. You're holding the bottom for at least 3 seconds and then standing up, and that's 1 repetition. Hold the squat for 3 seconds. Then you're doing your reverse lunge to your single leg forward hip hinge. I'm gonna say 8 to 12 each leg. Your front foot elevated split squat, 10 to 15 each leg. You can always do more, you can always do less. And then we have your bent knee deadlift. Slow on the extension, at least a 5 count. So that's the goal, a 5 count on the way back up to standing after hinging over. I'm gonna say 10 to 15 there. 5 exercises, 3 to 5 sets. Go have some fun. I'm gonna get started and hopefully I'll wake back up afterwards. Hope you guys are doing all right with all this virus business and staying home and staying sane and staying healthy. Okay, bye.